Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits, looking at another one of the beers that I got from Belgium. If you saw that I got these huge boxes recently, if you follow me on other social media, which you should, I got a lot of Omnipollo beer from Belgium, which is awesome. And actually quite a few barrel-aged beers. So this is one of them. This is one I'm really excited about. I think they might still have this one, and maybe also Bourbon Noah? I'm not entirely sure. They got Hazelnut Cupcake Noah sold out like that. That's how it is. But this one will be really interesting for sure, I think. So this, guys, is the Omnipollo Hypnopompa Rum Barrel Aged. So I've actually reviewed, I think, every barrel aged variation that's been bottled of Hypnopompa, but I've never reviewed the regular version, which is weird. I've had the regular version quite a few times. I think I can still get it locally. I just never reviewed it, which is something I should do soon, I guess. But for some reason, yeah, I don't know. I reviewed the bourbon, I reviewed the Grünsters cognac barrel aged, and now the rum. So really looking forward to this one. I've been saying in so many reviews of beers that it would be amazing to see more breweries do rum barrel aged beers, and this just makes sense because it's made with Tahitian vanilla beans and marshmallows. Maybe not so much the marshmallow part, but Tahitian vanilla beans. It's from the Caribbeans. Rum, Caribbeans, or Caribbean. You know, it belongs together. So I'm really excited about seeing this in rum barrels. This will be really fun. I can't remember how long it's been since I had a rum barrel aged beer. I actually had a little tasting of some aged rums a couple of weeks back now, but I hope it's going to be, you know, those intense kind of aged rum flavors, but we'll see. But yeah, I think you can still get it on Belgium. Link for their shops down below. So this will be fun to try, guys. So we got the rum barrel aged Hypnopompa poured, and by the way, this is brewed with almost 500 kilos. Oh no, 100 kilos. That's still a lot of Tahitian vanilla beans and marshmallows in one batch. Don't know how big the batch is, but that's a lot. That's a lot of vanilla beans and marshmallows. Not cheap, but pours pitch black in the glass, guys. That looks like a nice pitch black Imperial Stout. The head that was there when I poured it was really nice. It's sticking around still, but it's a nice roasty looking mocha colored head. Really dark roasted. Nice rum. Nice roasted looking head. Let's check out the aroma. I'm really excited about this. Let's go. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, sweet coconutty vanilla-y rum aroma. Like vanilla from the actual vanilla beans and coconutty rum. I heard some people said it's boozy. I can see what they're talking about. There's some alcohol, but to me it smells more like the alcohol of a spirit than like 11% beer, booze, whatever. But the sweetness really complements it. It's interesting. In Hypnopompa, I've always also gotten kind of like licoricey, sweet finish licorice nuances. That's in there for sure, but big vanilla, and that marshmallow-esque aroma. But for me, it's more just like crazy vanilla, but it's just like soaked in rum, like so rum forward. It really smells like an aged rum. It's got those kind of coconut aromas you get in some aged rums, along with caramel, vanilla, almost almonds, maybe a hint of a spice. That stands out a lot, which is nice. My favorite variant so far on Hypnopompa is the Grünsters cognac barrel aged, but this is, at least on the aroma, really nice. And then underlying all those kind of sweet and the licoricey things I talked about, there's a little bit of dark fruit and there's a little bit of dark chocolate as well. But it's like big caramel, big coconut, and big vanilla. And yeah, that kind of rum, vanilla coconut thing you get. But yeah, it smells great, charry, oaky notes. I want to try this 11% Imperial Stout aged in rum barrels. Let's give it a go. And cheers, guys. Thanks a ton to Belgium for the beer. That's chewing on, like if you ever see, I think some of you guys follow Omnipollo on Instagram and whatnot. When they make this beer, the vanilla beans are like this fucking thick. Like the Tahitian vanilla beans, you get your regular vanilla beans, like, theirs are like these huge thick pods. It's almost like you took that and dropped it into some rum and forgot about it, and then you for some reason chewed on it. It's like just a fucking intense vanilla like flavor, and then just rum bomb. Right now I'm getting a lot of that kind of coconutty aged rum type flavor. I really wonder what rum barrels they used. It's much different with the rum world, with like where it comes from and all this stuff. Because it's not as many rules, because some rums are also made with flavorings going on. There's not as many rules as there is with like whiskey. I cooled this down for about 20 minutes before I drank it, just to, you know, drink it and then have it warm up a bit as I drink it, which I think is quite nice. It subdues what I think people have been talking about booziness. I don't think it's really boozy, but there is, to me, like a spirit type, like as if you have a sip of a nice aged rum, like that kind of slightly warming alcohol and sensation, but it's not crazy. I've had much worse in like terms of alcohol warmth, and then really nice sticky, chewy mouthfeel. It's not like the most fudgy, cakey Imperial Stout that they do, Omnipollo. And I also don't think this one is boosted with flavors or anything. I'm not entirely sure. But it's more like in the middle ground. It's got a bit of that kind of fudge thing, but it's not like completely diabetes. It's a bit more balanced, actually. Which, I mean, it's really nice for some people. I like both the balance. I also like the diabetes, so for me it doesn't matter too much. But it's got a bit more balance than some of the other Imperial Stouts I do. Like the balance of both sweetness from the vanilla and the base beer and the barrel. And it seems like the base beer is more like, it's roast forward, but it's also quite sweet still. Yeah, I just really enjoy the rum flavor on it. It's nice to have a rum barrel aged beer. It's been a long time. So rating wise, so the highest grade I've given so far to a Hypnopompa is 96, which was the Gunster Cognac barrel aged. I'm gonna stick to that with this one as well, 96. I think it's really fucking awesome rum barrel aged Imperial Stout, but it's just for me lacking a bit more oomph actually from the barrel. The barrel is really there, but I could use a bit more of that kind of coconut flavor and maybe even more vanilla, and be a little bit without of the, you know, I talked about dark fruity and sweet finish licorice type flavors. It could be without that, but that's also because I'm more into diabetes, and it's all just random personal preference. But nonetheless, this is fucking awesome Imperial Stouts, and you guys should definitely check it out if you haven't already. I think they still have it on Beer Jump. If not, too bad. But keep an eye out, of course, on Beer Jump. They get stuff like this pretty much all the time. But really good stuff. Thanks so much to Beer Jump for the Hypnopompa Rum Barrel Aged edition from Omnipollo. Really damn good stuff. Check it out, guys, if you can. Let me know what you thought of it, and what's your favorite variation of Hypnopompa so far. Let me know. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'm going to say cheers, and thanks a ton to Beer Jump for the beer, and see you guys in another beer review.